NFL playoff race. It's coming down to it, folks. On both sides, AFC and NFC, we're going to be discussing some of the hottest teams, some of the trends, some of the things you need to know. Looking at both sides of the NFL, AFC, and NFC, you see a lot of different things. With the Patriots being the number one overall seed with 10 wins, the first team in the NFL this season with double-digit wins. You're looking just at overall the bracket on that side. You're looking at the New England Patriots. You're looking at the Broncos, the Colts, the Baltimore Ravens, Chargers, Jacksonville Jaguars, Buffalo Bills, Houston Texans, and to round out that last is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chiefs. Just to think that, those 10 teams have potential to make the playoffs, and those 10 teams have potential to make noise when it comes to playoffs. How close is too close? It's one game that basically separates 1 through 3, two games that separates 1 through 4, and then so on and so forth. But when you look at just how close this race is, the New England Patriots are going to have to basically win out if they want home field advantage, because the Denver Broncos and the Colts are on their heels. One loss could mean that they're either starting the playoffs with a bye, or either they're starting the playoffs at home. How crucial is that one extra week of rest? How crucial is that week of preparation where you don't have to go through the litany of the NFL season? You don't have to go through the grind. You don't have to go through the heavy lifting of what it takes to win an NFL game. It's a blessing. But I think right now, looking at their conference record at 6-2, the Patriots have been pushing, pulling, and doing whatever they need to do. When I look at their remaining record, I think they have a very winnable record. They have games against the Giants, games against the Bills, rematch, games against the Ravens, Jets, and Dolphins. It's just a matter of time before this team gets active and going. And you ask yourself, can they possibly pull off the gauntlet of going 5-0? Can they do it? It's possible. With the Miami Dolphins resurging as far as them running the football, it's going to be tough. With Jameis Winston at the helm, possibly for quarterback for the Giants. Are they contenders or pretenders? I like what I see from a lot of these teams, but the week in and week out is tough. Seeing some of these teams, seeing some of the standings, seeing some of the playoff pictures start to slowly come into fruition, it's like, man, this is tough. And when you look at the percentages, New England has about a 99% chance. Denver has a 96% chance. Colts have 90% chance. Bills 79%. And right now it's teetering. Because when you look at overall Baltimore is about to jump Pittsburgh. Just look at the standings. When you look at the conference standings right now and you just look at the division of what's going on, the Baltimore Ravens have a lead right now. A 5-game winning streak. Who knew? I told you guys. They were going to catch the Steelers. Lamar Jackson and them weren't playing their normal football. We hadn't seen Mark Andrews. We hadn't seen Derrick Henry. We hadn't seen them play a real football game where everybody was normal. The defense was playing in shambles, but look at the Baltimore Ravens now. At 6-5, one game above 500, they now control their destiny. With multiple games against the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're looking like a lock to be the winner of the AFC North. Yes, Cincy entertained us with a little bit of the Joe Flacco situation with him being an offensive onslaught. And Shedeur Sanders is entertaining, but they're not going to make the playoffs. The Colts have to watch out. The Bills are always deadly. It's just so many different teams on the AFC that possibly could sneak up and bite you. And let's not forget the Jaguars. The Jaguars have been playing well as of late. 2-game win streak. Houston Texans, 3-game win streak. So the Colts take a couple of losses, and now we're looking at this as potentially different. So we shall see. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen for the rest of the year. My guesstimation, the Baltimore Ravens could be your representative of the AFC. I know New England's been playing good, but the Baltimore Ravens strike me as a team that's ready to play right now. They're hitting their strides at the right moment. Yes, the quarterback position was a little hurt. Yes, they've struggled the last game. But I feel like when it's time to turn on the brightest lights ever, Lamar Jackson and company are going to get it right this year. They've been having years of having to play the Bills or having to play the Chiefs. Chiefs may not even make the playoffs this year. That's how tough it is. The Chiefs have 5 losses. 5. And when you look at this, the Texans are in front of them. The Steelers are in front of them. The Bills, the Jaguars, it's so many different teams, and they have to win out. The Chiefs have to win out. They cannot lose anymore. So it just remains to see. Can the Chiefs continue winning? Can they continue their winning ways? Can they go on a hot streak? And when you look at the Chiefs' remaining schedule, that's a tough question. You have the Dallas Cowboys coming up on Thanksgiving. You got the Texans coming up as well. You got the Chargers coming up. The Broncos coming up again. You know how tough that game against the Broncos was, the first one. The Titans are probably a homecoming game, and so are the Raiders. So I think they can legitimately say they're going to have a couple of wins. But they need to get at least 4 wins out of this last. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need 4 out of the next 6. At least. I don't know. I can't remember a year where the playoff matchups were going to be so close. The playoff seeding going into week 13, week 14 was so close, because now you have the middle of the pack looking more like the contenders. The middle of the pack of what we're used to, like the Bills and the Chiefs and the Texans, those are all the middle of the pack teams. That's what we're used to. The question is, can they get it done in crunch time? Can they get it done when it matters the most? Can they use that moxie that got them through so many AFC championship games? Can they use that unmitigated gall to help them through this now tough time? For the most part, they didn't have Rashee Rice for most of the year. He was suspended. But since he's been back, he's shown you that he is a bright spot. So it remains to be seen. It truly does remain to be seen, but I'm excited, though. I think this year, more than ever, we're going to see a lot of different teams surprise people. It's going to be a surprise. But when it's all said and done, I feel like the Baltimore Ravens are going to have that chance. They're going to have that chance. And I still have faith in the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm calling it Philadelphia Eagles versus Baltimore Ravens for your Super Bowl. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you think is going to be your Super Bowl prediction? What team that we're used to normally making the playoffs is not going to make it? Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you on the next live stream video, and we're out.